What's up, kind people of YouTube? My name's Ahmed, and welcome back to yet another video. Today, I want to talk about this wonderful live action show that I watched on Netflix. The anime is on Netflix as well. It's called Yu Hakusho, and by far one of my favorite animes to come out this year. So has been adapted from an anime that came out in 1992 and ran through 4 years till 1996. The original anime is absurd, like most animes. The animation style for that show is weird, if I can call it weird. Japanese people, I love your animes, man. What wonderful storytelling. And how do you get us invested in a story like that? That's just wonderful. And the fact that you're watching a literal child run the show is something that really got the attention of people, especially me, in the anime. So I was very excited to see how they would adapt that to live action and how they were going to modify the story to suit the live action better. And they do that really well. Like how they construct the story for a live action is done superbly. The character work is done really well. Like there have been a lot of times where the character work in an adaptation for an anime has not been done well. Death Note, for example, is such a wonderful situation that the adaptation of the anime was terrible. Last Airbender, the movie, terrible. The TV show is out right now, so I don't know how that adaptation goes, but I will make a review on that soon. A lot of times the adaptation fails, but in this situation, the live action adaptation of Yu Hakusho has been done really well. First of all, we need to talk about the main character and the entire dynamic that he has with all the characters around him and how he builds a camaraderie with the characters around him. That is done really well. The guy they've cast for the lead actor, I'm not going to try pronouncing Japanese names because I'm going to butcher all of them, so you can Google that yourself. But the person playing the main character does such a wonderful job, and he's been casted really well. So whoever did the casting for Yu Hakusho needs a raise just for how well the show has been casted. So spot on Netflix with that. The casting is done really well. The adaptation of the story is done really well. I cannot talk about the story without giving you a little bit of the show, so I'm trying to avoid and tiptoe around the story of the show as best as I could tiptoe around things. Much like a lot of the TV shows that come from Japan, there's a lot of friendship, loyalty, themes of passion, and how overcoming odds, and that's present in this TV show as well. It's also present in the anime as well. The premise itself is so. I'll give you a basic premise of the show. This character, he is not, let's just call him weird because he's not someone who listens to a lot of people. He gets into an accident, is in a coma. He is not really in the real world, but he's not dead either. And this entity approaches him and asks him to help him out so that he can fight the demons to save the world. In the anime, they have taken a very different approach, and with animation, you can do that. You can go into different aspects of storytelling without breaking the laws of nature. But in a live action, you can't do that. How they've adapted that for live action is something that I was really interested to see, and they've done a really good job with that. To be honest, they've done a very good job with that. So those are the reasons why I would highly recommend that you watch the show, because how well adapted the anime is for live action is probably the biggest selling point. The story and the construction of the story is really well done, and how well everything comes together in the show. So those are the reasons why I would recommend you watch this show, and I hope you enjoyed this review of the show. And I'm also working on another project, so I'm going to leave the link to that in the description down below, so go hit the subscribe button there as well. Peace, and I will see you in the next one really soon.